Felicity Montagu joins me now. It's so good to see you, and I'm so glad she's back.
Oh.
Poor Lynn.
She's not poor Lynn.
Is she not poor Lynn?
No, well, I think she's very aware at the moment that Alan could be in a car crash.
Right.
So she's a little bit more forceful on this series.
OK.
To protect him.
Now, look, how did Alan ever end up getting back on the telly? Because we last saw him on a digital channel for Radio Norfolk, I believe. So how did you manage to make that leap? Who would have given him a job? Felicity, for goodness sake.
I think in this business there are a lot of lucky breaks. And I think he gets a really lucky break.
Right.
And I think Lynn does a lot of wheedling behind the scenes.
Ah, OK.
Yeah, and, you know, I think that's how it happens.
The relationship they had was hilarious, wasn't it? It was really funny. I mean, he was so horrible to her sometimes, really horrible to her, but it's like he can't do without her.
Yeah,
He cannot do without her.
I don't think he can. The thing is, I don't look at it and say it's really funny.
Right.
I look at it as a relationship.
OK.
Because I first worked with Steve 25 years ago.
Wow.
I was just talking about it outside. I suddenly realised it was 25 years ago in something called Coogan on the Run.
Oh, I remember that.
And I played a secretary to Steve. And I must have got the audition because Steve had worked with me.
Right.
And then I came in for Alan Partridge. And none of them were there in the audition. It was just a video.
It was just a video. That was back in, what, 97?
Yeah, that was the first time for auditions you got videos.
Right.
And I went in, I stamped my foot to the casting director, Andy Pryor, and I said, you know, why aren't they here? Why Mando Nucci, Steve Coogan, Pete Bain, why aren't they here? And he went, oh, shut up, sit down. We want you to improvise.
Right.
And so improvises Lynn, and I kind of invented my mother. And I don't know where it came from, it just did. And then suddenly I got the job. It was so exciting.
But what I think was
working
great...
with such a team.
Oh, an amazing team as well. I mean, they're so sharp, so sharp. But the thing about Lynn was there was bits of that where you just felt very sorry for her, but also the genius of some comedy is when you can actually go a bit dark and when you can go a little bit more, you care about the characters. And, you know, sometimes you really cared about her because she got hurt. He's so horrible. Have things changed? Because obviously it's back tonight. Has he changed at all? Well, attitudes?
I think he's moved on.
Oh,
he
good.
now knows there's been this big, you know, hashtag...
Me too.
Me too, thank you, yeah. He knows that's happened. He knows he's got to be very careful about what he says.
Yes.
But it's almost like someone like me, I'm quite clumsy, and I know I'm going to break something, and then I break it.
Yeah.
Is that he knows he's in that situation now.
Right.
It's like a car crash waiting to happen, but he doesn't want it to happen.
No.
He wants to hang on in there. He can hardly believe himself he's there. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think Lynn can believe it.
Yes.
And so Lynn is watching the car crash but doesn't want it to be a car crash as well.
I understand completely.
So she's tense and he's obviously worried.
Because he says the most terrible things. He just said... You know, Piers Morgan thinks that it's based on him.
Does he?
Yes, he does. He thinks that Alan Partridge is playing him and then that his delightful co-host is played by our Susanna. And you can sort of see the resemblance a little bit. We have a little look here, a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe.
well, I wouldn't be able to say because I know who Lynn's based on. But I mean, when you play a character, it's based on many different people.
That's very true.
I don't want to disappoint Peter Morgan.
Ah, OK.
And his fantasy, but I don't
Piers
know.
Morgan. I love you to call him Peter Morgan.
Piers.
No, I'm now going to call him Peter.
No, don't.
No, I'm definitely going to. It's absolutely brilliant. You now you're bouncing into Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yeah, at the Bridge Theatre with
cool.
a god director, Nick Heitner.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I can't wait, actually. It's very exciting.
Really
and Arlene Phillips is doing the choreography and there's some really wonderful names in it.
Gosh,
so
are you
I'm
going
very
to have
excited.
to dance, Felicity?
Well, I get these very strange phone calls saying, can you sing? Can you dance? And I'm going, well, I can. I dance a lot as a kid.
Right.
And I sang a lot as a kid. But they're opera singers in the cast, so I think I have to know my place, really.
Yes, exactly.
But no, it's going to be exciting and I've got to get fit because there's going to be a lot of movement and stuff.
Well, yeah, it'd be great. It sounds brilliant.
Yeah.
Sounds absolutely brilliant. Good luck with that.
Thanks.
And also we shall be watching tonight, 9:30 BBC One. It's called This Time with Alan Partridge. It's not like This Morning or This Evening or whatever, or the one show of all the things. It's just This Time. That's what it's called.
It's Alan's moment.
It's Alan's moment. I'm not sure whether he deserves it or not, but he's getting another chance.
Yeah.
Felicity, thank you.
Pleasure.
Great to see you. Thank you so much.